Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's nice to have you here again. So real quick, today's video is covering the return on assets of First Bank Holdings PLC. So First Bank of Nigeria's Holdings PLC. This organization is under the finance industry, and they are actually one of the oldest when it comes to the banking sector in Nigeria. So today we'll be taking a look at what their return on assets has been like over the space of 10 years, which is from 2014 to 2023. Okay, so we could see that these values are represented in percentages as the line chart shows, and if we are to include a trend line, let me see, do that. If we are to include a trend line, we would see that, okay, awesome, it's giving us an upward trend. So over the space of 10 years, although they started off very good in 2014, but there was a very significant decline in 2015. As we see here, we see the drop. Let me make available the zoom. So for a closer view, I'll quickly take zoom in. Okay, so you can see the decline from you can see a decline from 2014 to 2015, and that was a very significant decline. It's actually meant that they did earn so much from their assets. So basically what the return on asset is saying is that it's actually a financial metric that measures a company's profitability in relation to its assets. So it indicates how efficient a company uses its assets to generate earnings. So, and to get this value, this metric, we simply divide the net income by the total assets. So if we go and take a look at the data set here, so if you see here, we can see that so we could see the total assets in millions and the net income in millions as well. So dividing the net income by the total assets, we get the return on assets percentage. So that is how it was arrived at. So this metric is showing how well a company is able to generate profits in relation to its assets. So, and the net income is actually the company's net earning or profit for that particular year or the period that's being considered. And in our case here, we are looking at a year, and the total assets includes all assets owned or controlled by the company in that particular year or period as we measured. And for this video, we are actually looking at a year. So, and these assets could include cash, inventory, property, equipment, and investment. So, and this metric shows, which is being showed in percentage of the net income, reveals that when the value is low, it actually shows that the company is inefficient when it comes to the use of assets, and there is actually poor profitability. So, and when it is high, it indicates that there is better asset utilization and higher profitability. And some of the usefulness of this metric is to evaluate asset utilization efficiency, and also it could be sometimes used to compare profitability across industries or companies. So we can use this to compare FBN with other banks in the finance industry, and also to identify areas for improvement in assets and asset management for the company. So this could actually drive them. For example, now when they experienced a decline here in 2014, this could actually inform them to begin to take a look at how well the properties are being managed, and then they can adopt measures to adjust whatever it is they are getting wrong. So you can see the decline here. That was a very significant decline between the space of just 1 year. So we could see that it even dropped again in 2016 to 0.26%, and then I believe that they actually began to take note of the decline, and then they adopted measures for improvements. They began to improve, and they adopted better management measures, and we could see here that there was a growth in the percentage of return on investments from 0.26. It moved from 0.26 in 2016 to 0.72 in 2017, and then we could see that there has been an increase since that year up to 2019, where they experienced another decline. So was it 20? Yeah, up to 2020, when they experienced another decline. The COVID-19 might actually have influenced this. So we could see here they got 1.17%, and in the previous year they had 1.19% in return on assets. So also I believe here, after the COVID-19 virus, they were able to recover rapidly, and then in 2021 we saw here that there was another growth, a significant growth in the return of assets, and we see that they moved from 1.17% to 1.69%, and that's actually a very significant growth. And unfortunately for them, there was a decline in 2022 again, and we could see that over this period of 10 years there has actually been a fluctuation in the return on assets for this particular company. And also, if we observe the charts very well, we'll see that the highest return on asset they had was in 2014, and the lowest return on asset they had was in 2016. So these are the extreme cases for the period of 10 years that this company has experienced. So 2014 they had the highest, and 2016 was the least. But what this is also showing is that even though the trend is showing an upward trend, as we see the trend line indicating here, it could also be noticed that since 2014, where they had 1.93 here, they have not been able to match up with this. Despite the fact that there has been an upward trend, they have not been able to match up with what they even experienced in 2014. In 2023, which is the closest to what they experienced in 2014, 2014. So 2014 was 1.93%. In 2023, which is the closest to what they had in 2014, is 1.83%. Now this is actually a difference of 10 from the highest return on investment they have had since 10 years. So that is what's the current state of this company. So the return on asset, like I mentioned before, is a metric that can be used to measure how efficient a company is able to make profits from the use of its assets. Now, it's just one of the metrics that investors and business owners can use to evaluate a company's financial health. So other metrics should also be considered when evaluating a company's financial health, whether you're evaluating your personal company or you are looking to evaluate another company for investment reasons. This is not a standalone metric that should inform your investment decisions. So it's just one of those metrics that you should look at just to assess how well a company is managing their assets and how well they are being able to generate profits from their assets. So for this company, according to what the chart is showing, yes, there's an upward trend, but then I still feel like it's a struggle for them when it comes to asset management to generate profitability. So thank you so much for joining me and watching up till this time. If you actually have any comments, please do well to drop it in the comment section, and if you like this video, please kindly hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that you get notified whenever I drop another insightful video like this that can inform your business decisions and your investment decisions. All right then, until see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.